Hey guys, welcome to this TTM autograph haul video. This is Sunday's video. We have 13 returns for this video, and one of them I'll explain it to you when I get there. It's kind of a repeat from last video actually, because the player sent back one that I sent out over a year ago. So that's why I resent again. So it must have been a stack somewhere that was off to the side, because there's a lot of returns that were 300-400 days old. So yeah. But it was a success. I actually got more cards signed in that return than I did the other ones. So I don't know. I'll get to it when I get to it. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started here. We have Aurora, California. 2 of 3, 31 days. Now this one right here, I actually researched myself. This player used to be a very good TTMer, and then I kind of was figuring out why, and I think he had some sort of divorce or something around that time, so the address was no good. So I looked, and I apparently found the correct address. So if you have any questions about the addresses I use or anything, just go to Sports Card Forum, type in the player's name. You'll see my username Sweet Bob in the submissions and returns. That's my username, and you'll see which address I use. It's usually one at the main bottom. That's the newer ones. Sometimes it's not though. But yeah, let's go ahead and open this one here. We got Rod Bernstine, who I really liked when I was growing up. That's why I was really wanted to get something signed by him. I sent 93 Fleur Ultra, and I think this is a 90 or an 89. 90 tops, and I actually sent a 95 Fleur Metal. I think that's the other one I sent. I said you can keep you can keep one if you want, and I got these back. Mr. Bernstine, 60 years old, played from 87 to 95 for the Chargers Broncos, and he was a 24th overall pick in the 87 draft, after Bruce Armstrong and a couple picks before Jim Harbaugh. He wore 82 on the Chargers, which is like, well, that's weird. That's a weird running back number, because he was actually a converted tight end in college. And then he kind of was, I don't know if he was supposed to be a tight end again when he was drafted, but he went back to being a running back, which at 6'3" is, that's a rather large running back. But he had great hands. Yeah, he had great receiving ability. So, yeah, he was like a dual threat out of the backfield. So I don't want to thank him for this. It's very cool, very satisfying whenever you find an address. I'm not going to do that with people who have 0% success rate in the past, but he has like 90%. And so I was like, as long as we have a good address, he seems open to sign. So it seems like he might have a limit of 2. That's what I've gained from the, just looking in the returns he's had in the past. So just information to keep an eye on, or keep in mind. We got Ashburn, Virginia, 3 of 3, 10 days. We got Clark Gaines. We have a 78, 81, and 80. Mr. Gaines is 71 years old, played from 76 to 82 for the New York Jets and Kansas City Chiefs. He's a member of the 76 All-Rookie team. He is actually also AFC Offensive Player of the Year after going undrafted. That's pretty crazy. I don't know how many have done that before. And one time in a game in 1980, he had 17 catches in a game. He had great hands for a running back, and he kind of played all over the place. Yeah, he was considered a running back, but his receiving ability is great, so he kind of just played all over the place. So yeah, very good player. Yeah. So, and he was also a coach in the USFL as well. I don't know if it was the New Jersey team or not, but all right. We have Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. 2 of 2, $5, 23 days. He signs 2 for $5. This is Bill Butler, not the. And then there's sorry about that. It's a religious pamphlet here. But we have a 70 and a 76. 70, you'll see why I sent to him. Boom, Gold Cup card. So yeah, it's added to another one. Man, I have a ton of 70 Gold Cup cards now. I did send Lou Pinello one. It must have just got mixed up in the mail or something. So I might have to find another 70 tops and send out to him again with, I think he charges $5. So Mr. Butler, 78 years old, played from 69 to 77 for the Royals, Indians, and Twins. His rookie season, he went 9-10 with a 3.90 ERA. That was pretty solid because that Royals team was filled with expansion players at that time. But for his career, he had 23 wins, 35 losses, and 4.21 ERA. All right, I want to thank him for that. We got Fishers, Indiana. 3 of 3, 9 days. We got Roosevelt Potts. I actually had to resend to this address because the first time it came back as address undeliverable, but I just wrote the same address and I sent it back the same day. So, yeah, that was definitely a local post office error, I guess. But we have a 93 Flair Ultra, 93 Tops, and a 95. Is that 95? Yeah, 95 Upper Deck, which is pretty cool. He's spiking the ball. But Mr. Potts, he's 54 years old, played from 93 to 98 for the Colts, Dolphins, and Ravens. He was mostly a fullback, but he was a bridge running back before the Colts were able to get Marshall Faulk. And he was best suited at fullback because he was just a 267-pound guy. But he had great hands. He had over 100 receptions in his career. His career is, 5-6 years. But he was a great receiving option, of course, in Ted Marchibroda's offense back then for the Colts. Very, very good passing offense. West Coast originally came from the Biltwell, not originally, but he was Bill's offensive coordinator during their heyday, and used that same offense. We got Tempe, Arizona. 2 of 2, 9 days. It says play NBA 2K25 me or as me. This is Joe Caldwell. We got a couple tall boys here. We have a 69-70 and a 70-71. Pretty cool. And he signed it, the date that he signed it, so 28th, July 28th, 25. But Mr. Caldwell is 83 years old, played from 64 to 75 for the Pistons, Hawks, and Spirits of St. Louis. Two-time NBA All-Star, two-time ABA All-Star, 73 All-Defensive Team, first team, 65 NBA All-Rookie Team. His number 32 is retired at Arizona State University. He was selected number 2 overall in the 64 draft right after Walt Hazzard, and he is the grandfather of current NBA player Marvin Bagley III. I believe he's current. I believe he's still hanging on in the league there. He was number 2 overall out of Duke a handful of years ago. I want to thank him for that. All right, we got Santa Fe, New Mexico. 2 of 2, 14 days. We got Jerry, Reichow? There's a 63 and a 64 Tops here. I think there's Tops. Are these both Tops or, yeah. No, one's a Philadelphia. Sorry, my bad. But Mr. Reichow is 91 years old. Played from 56 to 64 for the Lions, Eagles, and Vikings. Two-time NBA, NFL champion, 57 with the Lions and 1960 with the Eagles. He threw a touchdown pass in the 1957 NFL championship game to former Heisman Trophy winner Hopalong Cassidy. That's one where he was kind of a third-string quarterback on that team. He transferred to wide receiver, tight end, and made the Pro Bowl in 61. He was a favorite target of young Fran Tarkenton. And after his playing days were over, he was a scout for the Vikings for like 50 years. So, big time. He really helped transform the Vikings for what they are today then. All right. Oh, yeah, this is the one I was speaking of earlier. 4 of 4, 415 days. It's Jose Guzman. If you watch my video from earlier this week or last week, I forget which video it was, I got 2 of 3 cards signed, and they're all Rangers cards. Well, he signed all the Rangers cards in this one because that's all I sent him. So the jury's still out on why he didn't sign the Cubs card. Maybe he just doesn't sign Cubs cards, maybe. I don't know. But, yeah. So most of these are going to go to my brother. 90 Tops, 90 Upper Deck, 87 Tops, and 86 Tops traded. My brother's working on the 90 Upper Deck set, so I'll be keeping this one, and these 3 are going to my brother. So I want to thank Mr. Guzman for that one, for taking care of his backlog he had there. Let me move that. New Carey, Texas. 3 of 3, 14 days. We got Daryl Williams. We have a 95 Flair Metal. 94 score. Let's see, there we go. And 92 collector's edge. Those are like plastic looking cards, just like all the cards are now. But Mr. Williams is 55 years old, played from 92 to 2001 for the Bengals and Seahawks. Second team All-Pro in 97, Pro Bowl in 97 as well. All-American at University of Miami in 91. Two-time AP National Champion in 89 and 91. 20th overall in the 92 NFL Draft after Robert Porcher and before Ashley Ambrose. He is the current safeties coach at Powerhouse High School, St. Thomas Aquinas, there in Florida. It's very cool to get those back. I had tons of his cards growing up. It's one of the guys that I kind of just collected. Wasn't a Bengals fan or anything like that. I just was like, I remember him playing against Notre Dame when the Miami and Notre Dame played like every year, seemed like. Wells, Maine, 3 of 3, 36 days. We got Bob Tewksbury. We have an 87 Donruss. I don't know, 94 score. He signed in some autographs there. And 95 Topps Gold. I think that's a gold. Or Cyber Stats, whatever they call it. It's got some shimmy shine to it. But Mr. Tewksbury is 64 years old, played from 86 to 98 for the Yankees, Cubs, Cardinals, Rangers, Padres, and Twins. All-Star in 92. He placed third in the Cy Young vote that year as well. He went 16-5 with a 2.16 ERA. He only walked 20 batters in 233 innings. He would have been, I think they said, the fourth player if he were to had more wins than walks. So he was technically, I guess 5 walks shy of doing that, or 5 wins shy. That's one heck of a stat if he was able to pull that off. But he's also a sports psychology coach. I guess he's been really big up there in New England doing that for many years. So I want to thank Mr. Tewksbury. Hendersonville, North Carolina, 3 of 3, 16 days. We got Thane Gash. We have a 90 pro set. He's just destroying that Broncos running back. 91 upper deck and 92 pro set. Mr. Gash is 59 years old, played from 88 to 93 for the Browns and Niners. He picked off 4 interceptions in his career, ran 2 back for a touchdown. It's one of those guys that, he had a lot of tackles and he's pretty stout for a safety. Didn't really, he wasn't a coverage safety so much as a run stuffer, covered the tight ends and that sort of thing. So I want to thank Mr. Gash for that. We got Westlake, Ohio, 5 of 4, 21 days. We got Dick Ambrose, and he signed the, there we go. He signed the index card as well. We have a 80, 78, 79, yep, and 81. But Mr. Ambrose is 72 years old, played from 75 to 83, all for the Browns. Definitely one of the most unique post-playing careers he's of anyone that I've had the privilege of getting an autograph back. There's one other. Okay, let me get to it. He's a member of the Browns Legends team, 12th round pick, a member of the 80s Browns Cardiac Kids, and his nickname was Bam Bam. I had one other person that became a judge. I think it was Steve Nelson of the Dolphins. But Mr. Ambrose went into a legal career, and he became a judge. He presided over the Anthony Sowell serial killer case, where Anthony Sowell tragically ended the life of 11 women. And Mr. Ambrose, Judge Ambrose, presided over that case, and he became he deemed Sowell guilty. Well, the jury did, and he gave him the death penalty. So, very interesting. I did not know about that case. I do watch a lot of true crime stuff, but that one kind of flowing under the radar. So I might have to look into that case a little more. Sounds like a real evil dude. So we got Poway, California, 3 of 3, 41 days. We got Kurt Stillwell. We got an 88 Donruss, 86 Topps traded, and 86 Fleer update. He is 60 years old, played from 86 to 96 for the Reds, Royals, Padres, Angels, and Rangers, 88 All-Star team. His father, Ron, played in 61 and 62 for the Senators. Mr. Stillwell was the second pick in the 83 Major League Baseball draft after Tim Belcher and before Jeff Kunkel. So he was one of my favorites growing up. We got one last one here. We got 2 of 2, 49 days out of Loveland, Ohio. You can see who it is. John Warden. He only had one card ever in his career, 69 tops here. High number, but Mr. Warden is 78 years old, played from April to September in 68 for the Tigers. His record was 4-1 with a 3.62 ERA. He was selected by the expansion Royals in the expansion draft after that season, but never appeared in the majors during the regular season for the Royals. But, I mean, he had a pretty solid season that year with the Tigers. I guess the Royals just had a lot of relievers. I think he was a reliever back then. Or maybe he was a starter it looked like he was a starter in the minors. So, yeah. So, anyway, I just want to thank everyone for watching. If you think I've earned your subscription, please hit the subscribe button. And please like the video as well and comment down below which return of yours was your favorite of the week. Or if you have any questions about TTM process, or telling you any stories you have doing TTM, or guys you're sending out yourself. So I think we're over 600. Yeah, we're 600 and something subscribers now. Once I hit over 1,000, hope to start giving away stuff. There's going to be a lot of video giveaways every single week. Either autographs or TTM fuel that's harder to come by. I really want to start giving back to you guys. You guys have been a lot of fun. This is a very enjoyable thing I do twice a week. So I just want to thank everyone for watching, and we'll be back on Wednesday for hopefully another stacked return video. So I just want to thank everyone for watching, and I will see you on Wednesday.